There was a video from last night where my the Jewish guy was asking like, "Did you have a sibling?" And I'm like, "Yeah, an older sister." And he's like, "Did she have a bat mitzvah?" And I was like, "Shit, I don't remember." And he's like, "You don't remember?" And I was like, I was probably like 10 or something. I don't know. I was too busy kissing my cousin.
Ready?
Yep.
That was remarkably fast.
Me talking to your mom? Ayo.
That was a rough way to start it.
Ayo. Ayo. Did you... Yeah.
Speak?
Abba. I went to the pineapple store and bought apples.
I'm speaking.
That's probably good.
Okay. And young.
Welcome to me casa. It's a bit of a shithole. It was more of a shithole last night. Yeah. You know, over here we have the pile of clothes that were freshly washed to get vomit out of some of them. Over here we have the desk that's a mess from all the things on set. Over there's a book that I need to read for class tomorrow. Yeah, you know, that's how.
Have you read the paper AI 2027?
No.
You could read that paper. It'd be very good for you.
Maybe.
For the AI video.
Shit, maybe. But you want me to rewrite the AI video though?
No, it's just good for you to know.
Shit, maybe.
I mean, the AI video will be so incomplete by the time that it publishes.
Shit.
It'll be 3 years out of date.
Nah. Shit, maybe.
You recorded it
Last summer?
and it's almost.
The summer? Hey man, I've been busy.
I didn't say you weren't.
I've been busy.
I didn't say you weren't.
I've been busy as a damn workhorse. Should I take my socks off? Should I go a little crazy with it? Take my freaking socks off? Let's get a little scandalous
today.
today.
Can you just try for 30 minutes to keep it on?
For 30 minutes
30
to keep
minutes.
it on?
30 minutes.
Fine.
And then why pull them all the way up if you're hot?
Well, because it's hot because it's bunched up. It's bunches.
Okay.
The socks bunch, thereby making that area hotter.
Yes. Okay.
So now I'm spreading out the heat a bit more.
Okay. Okay.
Bro, I just wanted to
I
play.
can't believe it's snowing again.
No, it's not.
It was-
It's raining.
Well, no. It snowed like 3 inches today.
Yeah, but then it rained.
Yeah. So now it's all slush. But
I know it sucks. I was busy all day. That's not going to be good for audio. I was busy all day. You still do it. What? That's crazy. I was busy all day, so I had to take my Pokemon Go walk at like 6:30 or something.
and it was already raining by then.
And it was already raining by then, which sucked. Sucked boot cakes.
I was sailing in the snow.
Because I just want to play a little Pokemon Go. I'm simultaneously more hooked into Pokemon Go and burnt out of Pokemon Go than ever. And it's because there was a big event last week leading up to a bigger event this weekend. But like this weekend, I was just so fucking busy. That's a boat. I was just so fucking busy that I didn't even get to play the damn event. I didn't even get to play it. I didn't even get to play it, Bobby.
Almost.
Huh?
You're like this close to having enough work for real life.
What do you mean?
Because unfortunately,
I was working 12-hour shifts this weekend.
that's why I said you're this close.
12-hour shifts. So don't stoop to me about nothing. You hear me?
Okay.
Or I'll put this damn sock in your mouth.
Fuck.
What?
I have to bring it. Remind me to bring it next time.
What? You have a freaking birthday present for me?
Yeah, but I was supposed to bring it on the podcast.
Oh, shoot.
There was a whole bit with it.
Oh, shoot.
That's okay. We need another bit. The people are fiending for another bit. When are you leaving? Friday?
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Why?
For what?
Home?
This Friday?
This Friday?
Not 2 weeks from now?
Nope. My spring break is next week.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a little inconvenient.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because you and I do not have the same spring break.
Yep.
How did you know that?
Well, I didn't know that you and I had different ones, but I know that I have a different one than you have. Because I checked previously, because I was like, oh, we'll go home for spring break. Well, what time are you off, friends? Spring break. And they're different.
Home? Or are you going to DC?
Why would I go to DC?
Because you didn't go this last time.
No, I go to DC for Thanksgiving, you stupid
Yeah, but you
fucking
didn't go
idiot.
this time.
You stupid idiot
But
with
you
no
didn't
school.
go this time.
Yeah, but it's specifically for Thanksgiving.
But is that not reasonable?
No, it's March.
No, for an
Thanksgiving's in November.
But for something that you supposedly do annually, you
but it's specifically for the holiday. It's for the holiday, you freaking idiot.
Pardon me. I was just seeing if you enjoyed your family's company.
I do. That's why I visited them during the summer.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? Also, you were quiet last episode.
You're quiet.
That's not true.
Die.
You know that's not true.
Die.
You know that's not true.
What do I know is not true?
That I was quiet. You of all things know that I'm loud.
How did we start this argument?
Because I was saying that you were quiet last episode.
As in I didn't say much, or as in my volume levels?
Your volume level.
Oh.
Don't.
Now you can fix it in post. Look, it's still not even close to the peaks that you have.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
Yeah, but you yell.
No.
We're having a conversation and you're...
No, but you're like,
No, you're just yelling.
And it's like that level of vocalness is fine for like studio, but we're not in studio. We're in shitty bum ass dorm.
But you're yelling.
And?
I don't need to yell.
No, if anything, you do need to yell because I'm yelling.
No.
Yes.
How does that work?
Because of noise gates.
The noise gate is set well below that.
That you would be surprised.
Your noise gate is at 42 decibels.
You would be surprised. Do you want to know? The noise gate is not at 42 decibels. I tell you what.
What is it at?
It is at, I think, 30 for my mic and 35 for yours.
Even more in my favor.
Yeah, but you still got to speak up.
Nah,
You're a little mumble mouse.
Yo, good.
You're a little mumble mouse.
Okay. Be that as it may.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
How
many bars did you go to this week?
1.
So you just had a really good time at 1.
I had a mediocre time at 1. Tuesday night.
Seems like you spent a lot of money.
Tuesday night.
Wait, it's not
Tuesday night.
It's tonight.
Last Tuesday night. Okay?
Pre your birthday.
Yeah, but I turn it at midnight. I'm streaming. I'm playing Cobblemon. I'm talking about Pokemon.
You're playing what?
Cobblemon. It's a mod for Minecraft that adds Pokemon.
Now that is fairly interesting.
That's not the reaction I was expecting. But yeah, I was playing Cobblemon on stream.
Okay.
Talking about Pokemon on stream.
Okay.
It turns midnight. I end stream. I go to nearby bar. I pop in. There's a guy talking on the phone outside. I sit down at the bar. I sit there for maybe 5-10 minutes. Then bartender comes in. It was the guy talking on the phone. He's like, what can I get for you, buddy? I'm like, what's your favorite drink? What's your favorite mixed drink? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, but like, what's one you like? Or something like that. And he's like, oh, like a kind of whiskey or whatever. And I was like, could I have that? And he's like, sure. And then he gets it for me. And he's like, do you want a Modelo, I think, or some beer? And I was like, yeah, sure. So he gets it for me. He also pours himself one. Clink. Now, I don't know if I paid for his. I don't know if that's
what... How much money have you spent in the last week?
That's a hard question to answer.
Because you got a bowl of liquid that nobody drank, and then everybody else got an individual bowl.
I bought them those bowls. And also I drank that bowl.
Wow. Why did you do that?
Because I was like, fuck it. Anyway, we're skipping ahead. Man at the bar, he doesn't check my ID or anything. But of course it's not.
It's because you look 25.
Because I'm 21. Because I'm
You
that
have
bitch.
a beard. You have a beard.
So then, that's kind of that whole experience. I go back to my dorm. I go to sleep. I run into my suite mate, who I'm pretty sure was out for a weed walk. And so he's like super.
What is a weed walk?
As in like going for a walk smoking weed. Because he's super chummy. Like really chummy. And he's not normally that chummy.
Okay.
So I think he's high. And I'm like, hey, I just went out to a bar and got a single drink. I guess 2 drinks. You know? What is? That's the only bar I went to. This whole damn week.
So you didn't pay to get hammered the last 3 nights?
No.
That's pretty good.
No, because I've been busy. Because we go out Wednesday night for my birthday.
Which was very fun.
It was a lot of fun. My friend Claire described you as annoying and like a little brother.
Which one is Claire?
The one who was explaining gesture maxing to you. The one who wasn't horrible. Who was horrible, but not the worst at bowling. Yeah.
Oh, I'm annoying? That's good.
Because you were chirping like a motherfucker.
I was chirping.
Because here's the thing, is that Javi, when you're getting to know someone, you normally don't tease them about shit until you get to know them. Javi, at least when bowling is present,
I'm in there.
will chirp. And he was chirping. And now that's part of the reason I was a little disappointed that Maddie couldn't come, because I feel like if Maddie was there, she would be able to like drag you down a little and that would help the others. Nah, she would not like your bowling skill. I mean that she would like chirp at you.
Yeah.
And make fun of you for shit,
but
which would then let the other people feel more comfortable making fun of you. Because otherwise they just see you as this Harvard motherfucker coming in making fun of them. You know?
Let's make fun of everybody.
Yeah.
You got to dish what you deal.
Yeah, but you didn't deal. You dished. You would have dealt, but no one was dishing.
Your fault.
I had fucking 6 cats to herd.
What cats? The people next to us really smelled.
They were a little, yeah. Yeah. They gave us the cornermost bowling alley.
Next to my fellow Harvard students.
Who were living it up.
Smelled horrific.
And so then it's a bunch of us coming in, playing some bowling. Playing some freaking bowling. There was one point where I was winning.
Yeah.
And then I lost. Now that night, I honestly didn't get that intoxicated. I drank that whole, we got like a big cocktail to like split for everyone who wanted to drink. But then it was all in one
circular bowl.
One big cocktail cup. And 2 of the 4 people who were drinking were germaphobes. So they didn't want it. So then I was like, fuck it. It's my birthday. I'll drink the whole damn thing and I'll just order you guys your own. Which is what we did. But even though I chugged that whole thing, it wasn't that much.
Sugar water?
I mean, yeah. Fruit sugar water. So apple juice water. Like, you know. Like there was a little punch to it. You should turn yourself down. Do you have yourself at max?
Yeah, but I haven't peaked once. Look at me. Look at me now.
You should turn it down anyway.
Why?
Because later on, you'll probably start laughing at some shit and then you'll peak.
Yeah, but I haven't even hit my gain booster once.
Man, I hate you sometimes. You know that?
Yeah, well, I'm literally speaking facts right now. And also, I'm not at the max. I can go further.
That did nothing.
I went up a little bit.
I don't think that did. Oh. Go down 1. Do me a favor. Go down 1.
So, Editor Jake, when you say I'm too quiet past this mark, fuck you.
Yeah. Okay, you went down like 2 there.
That was precisely 1.
Nope, it wasn't. But whatever. But yeah, we didn't go that ham because I had class Thursday morning. that I didn't want to miss because it's class, you know, because it's also the weekday and whatever. So it was a mild Wednesday. And then weekend rolls around. Now, weekend, one would think, well, you would go ham. False. Because I had a shoot all weekend. My friend was directing a short film, and I was the behind the scenes videographer. And also low-key a producer. But, like, we don't need to get
There's no difference on fucking sets.
Yeah, kind of.
At the student film level, everybody's just trying to get the same thing done.
Like, I'm going to be credited as a behind the scenes videographer, but I was helping produce. Low-key. Right? So, like, I'm busy, though. It's a 12-hour day, and I'm busy on set. Because, like, also, it's a mixed thing. I never really had a chat with her of, like, what style of behind the scenes I'm going for. So I was just, like, shooting for everything. But so what that means is that, like, it was a film set that was done in collaboration with her boyfriend's, like, little video production group. And so she was the one directing it, but it was kind of, like, in his style at times. So, like, they wanted me to shoot, like, videos for social media in their style, which a lot of times it's like shooting like a behind the scenes of like a stunt or something from a phone, as if like, oh my God, look at my fucking roommates, dude. What the hell is film school? Ah, shit. You know, like I could show you a sample one if you really want, but I don't think you really need it. It's like, it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to seem like some shit someone would post their Snapchat story of like, what are my fucking roommates doing? Dude, look at this shit. And then it hard cuts to the final product. Right. So it's like a lot of times of like balancing that of like going on my recording on my phone with like my camera and shit. But so it's long days, 12-hour days. Now, normally the high end of student film productions, like the high end length is like 10-hour days. We were doing 12-hour days. And it was 12 hours because the idea was, okay, we'll say 12 hours. That way we can always like file it down, you know, set people's expectations low. That way, like, oh, we'll have extra time. We did not have extra time. There was no extra time. We were working from sun up till sundown, 12-hour days. Okay. So like, and what that meant is that's 12 hours on set. So that's like, and also the set is like a 40-minute T ride away.
In Austin?
Brookline.
Close.
Don't know. But so like I'm waking up at like 5:30 in the morning, going to sleep at like 11 or midnight. System update. It's not important. So we're burning both ends of the candle. Okay. So it's like there ain't no time to fuck around and go ham and drinks and whatever. Boy's busy. That is until Sunday night. Sunday was the last day of filming. Now, I'll say about filming. Overall, it went good.
Okay.
Don't let me get it twisted. I personally felt a little conflicted about some of the things I saw, in that, like, there were just some vibes. I don't want to get too much into detail because it's, like, kind of fucked to talk about it publicly. But, like, there was some stuff that it was like, I didn't love that. There weren't some people whose vibes I loved. Some people I got quite annoyed with, and of course kept my mouth shut. But it was like just some shit that I was like, whatever. But so it's Sunday. We finally fucking finish. Thank God. We all pile in all of our shit into like 3 different Ubers. Take it back here. Okay. Help unload all this shit. Again, full big Uber, big shit. So then we help unload it all into my friend's dorm. And then they're like, let's get drunk. I want to get drunk. I want to, like, let's have fun. Because one of the cast members lives nearby and was like, hey, I'll have some people over afterwards. So they're all like, let's get drunk. Me, I'm like, shit. I have an essay due tonight, which is already with an extension. It was due Friday night, and I asked the teacher for an extension, and she was a homie and gave me, and I was like, can I have till Sunday? She homied me. And I'm like, shit, I gotta do that essay. So they're like, all right, Jake, go shower, do that essay, and then like we'll reconvene. And have drinks and then go over to the girl's apartment. I come back, I shower, I sit down to do the essay. This essay ain't happening tonight. Send the professor an email. Hey, I'm super sorry. Sets went late every single day. Would it be possible to have another extension? It was wishful thinking. I'll get this in by tomorrow night. Promise, either way. Okay. I'm like, hey, friend, should I pick up some drinks now that I'm legal? She's like, yeah. She gives me a list of shit to go get. I go out, get the shit. Come back, go to her dorm. Okay. We're there. We're hanging out for a little bit. It's me, her roommate. And that's like it. And we're chilling. We're fucking around. They're like, they have like a stunt pad, like one of the like crash pads for like stunts. It's like a yoga mat in a way. Okay. That like, when you do a stunt where you're like falling into the ground.
Underwear.
Yeah. So that way you don't fucking bust your skull open. They just have one. So they're fucking around with it. So they're improvising a scene and having me direct them and shit. It involves one of them calling the other one a slur for lesbians. Kind of crazy, but whatever. They're having fun. And the girl that was a lesbian gave permission. Who am I to say otherwise? It was also a low tier slur, a slur that you wouldn't even know is a slur. More like a pejorative than a slur. A derogatory pejorative. Anyway, a video that won't see the light of day. But whatever. We're fucking around. Okay? I have like, those like nature, or I forget what they're called, like nude or nature, like energy drinks. It's like a fruit drink.
Natural?
It's just something like that. It's like a square. It's like a rectangle. Yeah. I have like that size of a bottle of whiskey that I got just because I was like, fuck it. Let me treat myself. I got it like a few days ago. Okay. There's like half of it. And so I'm like, what? What is this? What? What's your problem, huh?
No, I was just scratching my eye.
Okay.
I'm listening.
There's like 60% of it left. Because I drank like 2 little cups of it the other day. Because I was like, fuck it. I down it. Glug, glug, glug. Not that much. Probably the equivalent of like 3 shots, I would guess. Not crazy. We're fucking around. We're whatever. Then we go on over to the technical producer's apartment, not the cast member's apartment, because this is someone who like the director had agreed that like she was going to drink with him. And then like he was also out getting food or something. So we go to his apartment and it's like kind of the pregame in a way. We're like all chatting. We're all having fun. We're shitting on, there was one of the other actors, not one of the like main ones, one of the like very minor ones had been like a little bit fucking weird to the director. And so we were like all kind of gossiping and shitting on them and whatever. I'm like, hey, what if we killed him? They're all like, yeah, let's kill him. That's besides the point.
It sounds like a bad Epstein Files email.
So then we're all hanging around there and it's like me, the director, the technical producer, and then, or the producer, and then a girl who's like also a producer and also a roommate of the director and whatever. It's like a lot of friends and shit, right? So we're all hanging around, whatever. And it's like, we're drinking a little. And so it's like, like, oh, here's a cup of like the drink of choice that like my friend was pouring was like a normal cup size, like a mug or whatever. That was like maybe 30% tequila, 70% wine. She pours me one. I drink it. Now, crucial flaw that I should have brought up earlier. All I had to eat that day.
Beer before liquor, never sicker, wine or...
That's embarrassing that you started it and didn't know the end of it.
Beer
That's all I'm
liquor,
saying.
Never sicker, wine before something and you'll be fine.
Well, I was having liquor before beer. So I would have never been sicker.
Wait. I don't know what the phrase is. I don't drink.
But so all I had to eat that day was maybe half a donut in the morning, 4 slices of pizza midday, the second half of that donut in the evening, and then a small bag of Hershey's pretzels, like Hershey's chocolate covered pretzels. That's all I had to eat. So not a whole lot for a 12-hour day. So we're at this guy's apartment. We're chilling, we're chatting, we're having fun. I drink one of these tequila wine drinks, and then I pour myself another. We're still hanging, and it's like 10:45. We said that we would be at girl's apartment at like 10. So we're like, we gotta go. So at like 10:50, I'm like, all right, guys, let's get going. I had poured myself another tequila wine drink. I finished the cup of that. I wake up on his couch. I am half covered in vomit, dried vomit, my sweater and my pant, dried vomit. I'm not wearing my glasses. I look for my glasses. They are off to the side, the frame incredibly bent, and let me see if I can find them. No, they're covered. They're somewhere in here. The lenses are gone. The lenses in my glasses were gone. Now, it's not like properly though. Like someone had seemingly unscrewed it. Because like there's screws and they're gone. So in my head, I'm like, hey, I assume that I had one too many drinks and the pregame was the game. And that I just like collapsed here. So I go about, I fuck off. I'm like, hey, I send text message apologies to people, like whatever. I then come back here. I wake up at like 8 a.m. Last thing I remember was 10:50. So I'm like, whatever. 8 a.m. I come back to the dorm. Mind you, his apartment is only like 3 blocks away or something. So I come back to the dorm. I sleep for another like 4 hours.
Don't you have class?
Yes. Fuck it. I sleep for another 4 hours, maybe 5.
Did you ever finish this essay?
Yes. I wake up and then over the course of the day, perform what felt like the most Herculean task ever of writing this essay. I had all the research done, but I was incredibly hungover. I had caught up on my sleep, but I was still very sleep deprived and trying to write this essay in a way that made sense. And so I bit by bit chip away at it over the course of the day, fucking sleeping on the ground there. I had my Snorlax plush and then like a blanket.
Okay.
So I also, for the record, once I came back with like in the vomit covered clothes, I was like, I don't know if I did it, but I probably did. Like the throw up. So of course I change out of it and then go back to sleep. And then when I wake up, I'm texting my friend a little and she's like, she had sent me something nice at the very end of the night. And I'm kind of like, so like what happened? And she's like, I'll give you a full recap later, but like shower as soon as possible. I'm like, sure. So I do. Yes, chef. Yes, director. Now, I do the essay. The essay's fine. Whatever. At like 9:45, I meet up with my friend. And she tells me what all happened.
In the PM or the AM?
PM.
Okay.
So this was last night. So I went to that girl's apartment. The whole group went to that girl's apartment. Here's the lowdown. I very drunkenly go with the whole group to this other girl's apartment. Her apartment's in the same building as the producer's apartment that we were in. So we go to that apartment. And I guess pretty early on, I was like not feeling it. So my friend's like, okay, Jake, sit down. So I sit down on the couch. And then I'm there for a while. And I guess at some point I start like swinging my head around. So they're like, all right, Jake's going to vomit. And then I guess, what the fuck?
What?
Well, the cameras just died. Or stopped. Or something.
Just now?
Yeah.
Oh. That would really suck because you're carrying the whole episode.
Yeah, I know. Well, the recording worked. It just now stopped. Okay. Where
you
was
went to
I?
this girl's apartment.
Yeah, so I went to
but then you were waving your head around and then throw up.
So my friend tells me to sit down.
Okay.
And then at a certain point, it's like, all right, Jake's drunk. And my friend's like, he needs to throw up. So then I guess over the course of the night, I was just being guided from place to place to throw up, I guess. Like for a while, I was in this girl's bathroom. And then I guess they took me to another floor for some reason. I still don't totally know why. I don't know if it was to like throw up off the ceiling, off the roof of the building, which I hope it wasn't, because that seems like a very bad idea. But they definitely took me to some other floor. And for some reason, there was like 15 other people, I guess, at the party. I guess all of them came with. Now, my friend, I think she was just like, all right, I'll take care of Jake. I'll babysit him. And there were other people who would like come in and out and help here and there. But she was like the one on top of it. But I guess like the whole time, whenever she would tell me to do shit, I was just like, yes, director. I was just like, I guess the whole time, apparently the whole time, even though I was incredibly drunk, I was fucking hilarious, is what I've been told. And like constantly as whatever, I would just be like, all right, we got to get ready for the next shot. We got to get ready. Not like the next drink, but like, you know, and I was just like coming up with shit. And it was like, you know, there was a video I saw of me talking to one of the other people on set who was Jewish, who I talked about with being Jewish. And he had told me that he didn't have a bar mitzvah. So I was like, but you didn't have a bar mitzvah. Are you even fucking circumcised? And so we're having this conversation. But yeah, so I guess I don't fully know. It was a lot of like whatever of me being by a toilet, and I guess me constantly profusely apologizing and saying that people should just go and have fun. I think there was a certain point where I was throwing cash at people to try to pay them back. I think I gave them money because the person's apartment I woke up in, he was like, I can't take your money if you did that intentionally. And me not knowing I had thrown cash back then was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, you left three $20 bills here. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I guess I did that, but whatever. That's kind of my loss. IMO, he said he wouldn't take it, but unless he comes and brings me the money, I'm not going to force him to come back. That's a skill issue. That's my fault. You know?
You're going to be taken advantage of by a hooker. I hope you know that.
And so like, you know, it's like, yeah, I guess there was one point where, cause I was just around the toilet for a while and I was just like hugging the toilet and like leaning on the toilet and whatever. And I think later on like sleeping at the toilet. But so like, because I'm a big lanky motherfucker, I guess my hands were just going around it and then going into it. Yeah. Apparently my friend has a lot of videos. She hasn't sent them to me yet. She showed them to me last night. They're a hard watch for me now. I think years from now, I'll find them a lot more funny. But you know, and so then eventually, like, I guess they brought me back to his apartment and let me crash there. And, yeah.
You have the self-control of an American anaconda.
You know, I think, well, what's
Do you get my reference?
No.
Anacondas, when they're hungry, will just eat whatever the largest thing is, even if it paralyzes them. And so there's anacondas that will eat entire deer, like male deer, like big deers. And then they'll be paralyzed for like 8 months, just sitting there fat as fuck. They can't move while they digest it.
Yeah. I mean,
but you said, let me throw back this fifth. Then drink wine and tequila together more than once. And we'll say that's fine. With how much water?
apparently while drunk, I drank like 8 cups of water.
That ain't shit when you're already drunk.
You know, I think this was certainly a lesson learner in how important
You're not learning it.
Eating is before drinking. Because I didn't.
You're not gonna learn anything.
Didn't realize that. Because
What school are we at?
I hadn't been in that position before.
What school are we at? You're not gonna learn anything.
I mean, it's like, I don't know. I've of course been profusely apologizing to all the people involved who like took care of me and shit. Yeah, and I mean they've been like nice and whatever, but it is still like lame. Like, as much as I think it is a funny story, and as much as I don't think they mind, like, it is still like, okay, well, like, I kind of did, like, you know, take over your night.
Happens.
Yeah, but it's still a bummer. And so, like, I bought them, like, assorted chocolates.
Lose money.
What?
Like it grow on trees. You are fiscally irresponsible. That is crazy. I don't spend money on no one but my baby. That's it. I don't even think me and my friend exchange gifts for birthdays. And I kind of like that. Because I don't want to bounce. I don't give a shit about your birthday. You don't give a shit about my birthday. Still homies.
Sorry, I just got totally mentally sabotaged. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It still sucks, right? People, you know, it's like the girl whose apartment I was at, I think I really freaked her out because it was like drunk man at apartment. Don't want him to like ruin shit. It's also like, I have this thing where like, I know myself and I know that I am not a creep towards women, but I also know how frequently men get drunk and become creeps towards women. Mm-hmm. So I get like so fucking anxious when intoxicated about being a creep towards women. And it's like, so like, because of that, there's also part of me that's like really concerned about, did I do anything? Did I say anything bad? Even though like all my friends reassure me that I was fine. I mentioned it to a few other people and they said it was fine and everything, but it's just like, it's that. And then also because of the fact that like I kind of said, I had some like mixed feelings about like set, about like whatever. And even though I think it was a net beneficial or a net good thing, it's like, okay, did I end up saying anything about those mixed feelings? Was I like kind of rude to any of the people who I was annoying with? Because like, that's lame as well.
That is lame.
I
doubt that you did that.
From what I've heard, I also doubt that I did that. But you know, it's like, yeah, I don't know. What can you do?
Son pour le France, c'est la vie.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, it sucks. It's like I ran into someone who I guess was at the party just earlier.
Right.
And it was like, I was talking with her or it was like just briefly on the elevator. What?
Damn, boy, you've been speaking for 41 minutes.
Yeah, man. I told you I have a lot of shit to talk about.
Jesus, Willikers.
I ran into her in the elevator earlier and I was like, yeah, I don't remember anything. And she was like, oh, you poor thing or whatever. And then like, what'd she say? She was like, well, I'm just happy to see that you're alive or something. And I'm like, yeah, man.
Jeez.
Because apparently I definitely went to sleep I think like 2 hours after I lost consciousness. Like
10 to 12 is what you're saying?
Yeah, like I last remember 10:50. I think I like dropped around like 12:50.
Youch.
And a good portion of that was, I guess, vomiting, but also I guess I was hilarious the whole time. So like, what can you do?
The devil.
I mean, it's like, what I was saying is that, yeah, like I felt like shit yesterday, but like, whatever. I didn't have to go to the hospital. I'll, give me a day and I'm fine. I took some nausea medicine. I babied myself.
Some what?
Nausea medicine.
Yeah, but you didn't say it like that, cuz.
I don't remember how I said it, I'll be honest.
Nausea medicine.
Nausea. Maybe I'm a little hungover still. Nausea medicine.
Yeah.
And it's like, like yesterday sucked. Of course, I didn't go to class because I fucking didn't feel like it. I had to miss my philosophy club, which I've also been going to. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, you did.
It was just like, yeah. And then also writing the essay.
You would love effective altruism. Or how do you feel about that movement?
I have heard of it. I honestly don't know anything about it.
All right. Our next podcast, we're going to talk about effective altruism.
Okay. We'll both forget by then.
No. But I need you to research it. And then I want to research it and we can have a scholarly debate.
Okay.
Because I think I have thoughts on effective altruism, but I don't like having thoughts without having facts.
I'll
take a hint, Mr. President.
I'll say from knowing very little about it, I think I don't know. I'm not even gonna bother commenting on it.
Good.
That's like how I was thinking. Like apparently Paramount's gonna buy Warner now.
Oh, fuck Larry Ellison, even though he's a good sailor.
And like we spent like a whole 2 episodes talking about Netflix buying them. But it's like I found out this morning. Apparently Paramount's gonna do it. Yeah, apparently that was some shit over the weekend that I was just too busy. Friday. But yeah, man, it was like, no, I like, I'll feel like shit and that's fine and I'll get over it. But it's like, I really just feel bad for, taking over people's evenings and like being the one person at the function who it's like, oh, we all got to worry about him. Like that blows, That blows. It does. It's like, I know you're not mad, but I know you probably would rather to not have had to, like if it was to have a fun evening where Jake isn't throwing up the whole time versus have a fun evening where Jake is throwing up, have a less fun evening where Jake is throwing up the whole time, you probably would pick the former, And so it's like, I feel bad, but like.
But to be fair, I've never really seen an evening of going out and without somebody crying, throwing up. Well, mostly it's all the same person. But
I mean, from what my friend told me, I was like in the bathroom vomiting with her for like an hour or something. But I think the more I feel about it, the more I feel like you may be exaggerating a little. Like I ran into someone else who apparently was at the party yesterday. And I was like, hey, and like, oh, I don't remember anything and whatever. And he was like, yeah, for like the longest time, like, I didn't even realize you were drunk. You were just sit there on the couch. So like,
who's lying?
Yeah.
That's the question. Is he covering to make you look better or is she covering to make you feel funny?
Like I there's probably some middle here. And it's like,
and in the end, you were all intoxicated. So the real truth will never know.
Exactly.
And that is why I'm a Mormon.
Yep. Bless up. I mean, it's like, very seriously, like, it's embarrassing. It's not the end of the world. It's like, I would have rather used that time to like bond a little bit more with some of the other people on set there rather than kind of make an ass of myself. But kind of what can you do? I think honestly, a lot of those relationships and stuff, I shot a lot of behind the scenes video with them. So they'll probably see it. And then like, that'll be some perpetuation of the relationship. Here's me overthinking social relationships for the upteenth time. But like, it's like lessons to be learned. I think it would be dumb to be like, okay, I'm never going to drink ever again. Because the people who say that 95% of the time are lying. They're just saying that as like a pure super reactionary thing.
Well, yeah, an elastic pendulum.
Yeah. And so it's like, I'm not going to even trick myself into thinking that. However, I'll certainly take a break. I think my liver could use one.
Yeah.
And it's also like now I very much realize the importance of like eating.
That'll do it.
And also pacing yourself. Because it's like for the longest time, it's like I've always thought that like, oh, alcohol is just like immediately kicking in. That was a nice snap. As someone who can't snap really well, that was pretty good. But it's like that's not really the case. It kind of takes like 20 minutes to kick in, maybe. Okay. So important to pace yourself like a little. So yeah.
You could be talking about huffing bath salts right now for all I know.
Yeah. So that was my Sunday night.
Yeah, well, your boy was just studying, you know. Have I told you about my woes of ES 190?
No.
I am in a quantum material science class, which I thought was intro to material science. Nay. This class is supposed to be intro to material science, but it's taught by the guy who hasn't taught it in 14 years because he's been teaching the PhD version of this class. ES 282, quantum material science. So it's supposed to be an intro class. I was like, oh, I'll learn which carbon fiber to use for my thesis. And instead, I'm learning about reciprocal cubic lattices and X-ray diffraction and a bunch of other crazy shit. But not like static chemistry, X-ray diffraction, like more involved, and like a lot more Ewald sphere stuff. And it's like, sucks. This whole thing sucks. You know why this whole thing sucks?
Why is that?
Because he doesn't have lecture slides. He has his handwritten notes, but he's from, like, he started his career teaching at Harvard in 1970. So he has 1970s cursive. So his little B's have a little tail on them that makes them look like a G. And he assumes that everybody is at a PhD level. So he's like, the first day of class, he's like, you guys all remember Heisenberg's uncertainty principle from junior high.
That's the guy from Breaking Bad.
But do you know what Heisenberg uncertainty principle is?
Are you asking me that?
Yeah.
I didn't take a high school chemistry class.
Right. That's how I felt when he was like, you guys remember the derivation of Heisenberg's uncertainty principle from junior high. And I was like, my middle school had people fighting over weed in the hallways. And at one point, I'm sure I was gay. So clearly we had different junior highs, Mr. Spoppin, which is his real name. Shout out Franz. But he's like the goat of material science. He's like genuinely like, people are like, oh, I had this thing, but I know Franz will be mad at me because he discovered the real right way to do it. But anyways, so it's an impossible class. So I'm studying day and night. Everybody's studying day and night. We go to office hours, emergency office hours, or like, you know, right before an exam office hours. And I asked this fifth year PhD to do one of the practice problems. And she's like, honestly, I don't know. And I was like, bitch, you better know.
Bitch, valid, but also speak to me.
It's like, hello, aren't you a fifth year PhD studying wave propagation mechanics through materials? Shouldn't you know intro to material science? But evidently it's a really hard class. Like one of the P sets was taken just from the grad class. And she was like, honestly, bro, when we took this in grad class, none of us got this question right either. And I was like, so why is it on thing? I was like, no, we'll make it extra credit. I don't know. But it was really hard. One of my P sets took 27 hours. Anyway, so I've been studying a long time. And my whole weekend was consumed by studying. And last night, I was studying till 2 in the morning. And then I got up at 5 and I studied some more. And then I sat down for the exam at 9. And the smartest guy I know did this. You have a sheet of paper?
Like, not really. I can find something.
No. How much of my body is in frame? Is my thighs in frame?
No, but your knees are, if that makes sense. So like the top of your thigh. Bro, what is up with Mr. Camera?
What does it say? Look what it says right there.
Okay, well, this time it just died. Okay, well, it probably died. Oh, because it had a shitty battery in it.
A shattery?
It did have a shattery.
A shattery, as we call it.
What's up?
Rose batteries is L. Anyways.
I had to use a shattery. Because I've been fucking shooting all fucking week.
Shut up.
And
You act like this is the hardest thing in the world.
bro,
Just cameras, dude.
my feet
12 hours
were killing
dude,
me
12
at the
hours
end.
ain't shit.
12 hours on your feet.
Dude, I'm aware.
12 hours on your freaking feet.
You are
Dude.
you are aware that I am a D1 athlete.
Yeah, but you don't
You see how fucking assholey that sounds?
You don't freaking
You see how assholey that sounds?
You don't
That's a
freaking
textbook lesson in being a douchebag.
You don't freaking
That is a textbook
get
lesson in
though.
being a douchebag. That was pretty good, right? Pretty good douchebag right there. Anyways, what was I saying? I'm talking about 190 exam this morning. Listen, this class is filled
What was
with
I saying? How about this?
some of the brightest and best engineers.
That was a
in the
bit I
country.
was doing while drunk because I'd be like, all right, but watch this.
Some of the world's brightest kids. These kids have startups. They build incredible things. They go to work at incredible companies. The smartest man I've ever met in my life as an undergrad. And this is the blue book.
Mm-hmm.
Turned over, face over, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You may start. And I was like, I haven't even read it yet. This is an audible. Come on. The hardest shit I've ever seen in my life. The girl in front of me, who's like also on the sailing team, just did this. And that hour and 15 minutes, 2 questions. Hour and 15 minutes. And I was like, bro, barely finished fucking 1, dude.
Bro, this is that Harvard STEM bullshit where they're like, yeah, 20 on the test is like good.
That's like every STEM class though.
Yeah.
Um,
Whereas for us, it's like I got like a 92 on an essay and I was thinking about painting my wall red. It's like, you know, it's different.
But it's like, that's why people are always like, I don't know if you hear in the news all the time about like Harvard grade deflation. I don't know why that's a national news subject, by the way. Fuck you guys. Indiana is giving you guys A's too. But like, that's just not happening at the engineering and STEM levels of Harvard. Harvard is still like absolutely at the top of the game of research, and our students are like working really hard. And you know, we get B's and shit because the classes are fucking hard. But I remember one of the questions was like, the exam was worth 100 points, and you could see each question had points assigned to it. And one of them was like, why does X-ray luminescence occur? It's worth 1 point. And I was like, we got one. We know that it emits a photon. Here we go. But yeah, that was the worst thing in the world. And so for the rest of the day, guess what I did? Well, I still had 5 classes after that. But guess what I did?
What's that?
In every other class, I just paid attention, as I normally do. But I had the Dune soundtrack on. Because tonight, I'm going to watch Dune 2.
Dune
And I watched,
2?
Yep.
Why?
Because I love Dune 2.
You're so annoying.
And then during lunch, while I was eating, you know, they fucking graded it.
What? Do they grade the test? Live grade
Literally
reaction?
right now.
Live grade reaction?
Oh, not good at all. Announcements. Damn. That is horrific.
And it is...
The average was a 20.64. The standard deviation was 6.7.
Bro, 6.7.
And I got an 18.5. Damn.
So sub-average?
Yeah.
Subpar?
That blows.
Yikes, dude.
Wow.
Yikes. Maybe you got to think about enrolling here. Might be a little easier.
I got a video.
Might be a little bit more up your alley.
The final exam would be what?
Emerson College graduate Javier Ayala-Vermont. Huh. I like the ring to that.
If the average was at 20.
I bet you averaged these nuts.
The average was at 38%.
Average was a 38%.
Yeah, out of the total points of the exam.
Yeah. Okay.
The standard deviation was 6.7.
6.7.
So that means that one standard deviation is how many percent?
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Standard deviation was the one shit that like a lot of my math stuff, it would take a while to like decay
It's
in my brain.
68% of the bell curve.
But like standard deviation in one ear, out the other. Like I would learn it for the test and then completely forget about it. Nowadays, I begin Canvas details about the standard deviations of my fucking assignments, and I genuinely, genuinely don't understand it.
What did you just say?
Genuinely?
That is an unfortunate day out there, you know?
Yeah. What can you do? Hey, la vie and la vie. La vie and la vie, as the French say. Or as the French say, kiss your cousin. Dude, there was, speaking of kissing your cousin, there was a video from last night where the Jewish guy was asking, like, did you have a sibling? And I'm like, yeah, an older sister. And he's like, did she have a bat mitzvah? And I was like, shit, I don't remember. And he's like, you don't remember? And I was like, I was probably like 10 or something. I don't know. I was too busy kissing my cousin.
That is bad. That is bad. Jesus. What a rough day. Happens.
Man, fuck school.
Facts.
Fuck school. School's over. School's for fakes, losers, and phonies. And shit, I'm a pony. The way I be riding out of here. Yeehaw! Type shit. That's what I'm on. Fuck school, fuck landlords, and fuck tenants. Find some other shit to live in. I don't know.
Aren't you a tenant?
Yeah.
Do you have renter's insurance?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Fuck school. I would still go, though.
Facts.
That's like, I gotta read after you leave. I don't want to read. I don't want to read. I just want to live.
Live, laugh, love.
And the establishment's telling me that I gotta read. Get a load of these guys.
Something is deeply wrong with you. Ugh. What a miserable day.
Whatever, man.
But I'm going to go watch Dune 2.
Whatever, man.
Can't wait for Dune 3 to come out. Doesn't that come out this year?
Yeah, in like December.
December?
Yeah, December.
You have to wait 10 months?
9. Yeah, man. Bitch ass. Bro, who gaff about Dune? Who gaff? It's good. It's not that good. It's not that good.
I would say scoreboard, but in this case, box office?
Yo soy more box office revenue than you.
You have more
box office revenue than you? Yeah.
Than Dune.
Than you.
Nobody's paying me to get
type shit.
Nobody's paying to see.
Who give a fuck about Dune, dude? It's good, but it's not that good.
It's pretty damn good.
It's not groundbreakingly good.
I feel like it is. The sound is unreal.
It has good sound design, I'll give you that. But like 6-7. You know?
Let's see. Dune.
We gotta end the episode.
And
we're like over an hour.
Box.
I mean, I guess we don't gotta end it, but I'm tired and I need to fucking read that book.
Dude, literally kill yourself.
I need to read that book.
Dune Part 2, 715 million worldwide.
Yeah, and?
Against 100? How does it cost $190 million to make a movie?
Movies are expensive, man.
How?
They are. They're freaking expensive.
I get like 50 million, and even then, that sounds fucking crazy.
Think about how many damn actors are in Dune. They got fatty sals. That's short for salary. And that's short for celery.
I wish I made money.
Hmm?
That I wish I made money.
You do.
I do. But
Bro,
I make
I'm hungry.
not that much money.
I'm hungry. I gotta read that book.
Do you eat dinner?
Yeah.
Well,
I gotta read that book.
eat more, sleep more.
Yeah. We should end the episode so I can read the book.